Hi, I'm Allison Avalon, and welcome to Veda's Adventures, Bedtime Stories for the Awakening. Thank you, Echo, for having me here on your program to share these stories for all ages and for the inner child in all of us. Are you ready for a story? Get comfy and get ready to join me on a ride. This story is called Veda and the Toadstool. Lightning struck loudly in the valley below. Veda sought shelter as the thunder did grow. Cool rain pelted down and stung her bare skin. The winds blasted against her in a cacophonous din. She was surprised that she was only a little afraid as she leaned into the storm and found a small glade. Feeling the feelings of being alive, being out in the desert, Veda did thrive. She loved the sensations of the hot baking sun, yet it thrilled her now that the thunder'd begun. She sighed deep as water fell down from the sky, drenching the earth and pounding out the deep dry. Rivers emerged and the parched, crackled land, flowing like snakes in a sinuous band. She found a small cave along the steep wall and heard her heart's whisper a beckoning call. Rest here, dear Veda, in this shelter of stone. She followed the guidance of her heart's special tone. It rang clear as a bell. She could feel it inside. The vibration of love, not just fear wanting to hide. She sat in the darkness at the mouth of the cave and felt the rhythm of raindrops flow like a wave. It sounded like music and the beat of a drum. She started tapping along and started to hum. We give thanks for the water that flows through the land. We give thanks for the rivers carving into the sand. Give thanks for the life that awakens within. Give thanks for the season of change to begin. Drink deep, dear beloveds, and please have your fill. Wake up and drink water, it's time if you will. Wake up and drink deep, or the waters have come. Wake up and be nourished, will you come and have some? We awaken as we feel the beat of the drum. Mother Earth, she is calling us, yes, we will come. We rise from the darkness and stillness below. We rise and awaken, we're ready to grow. The song moved through her as she listened within. She wondered what magic was about to begin. It felt as the earth and her children all sang about the cycles of life and death, yin and yang. New seeds would soon sprout from the depths of the earth in this time of renewal, recharge, and rebirth. She watched as the ground began to heave. What was she seeing? She could hardly believe. Eyes blinked widely as they emerged from the soil. Then a toad wriggled free after what seemed like great toil. The rain melted the crust from the back of the toad, and he sat smiling so wide as he lightened his load. Ah, he croaked as the rain washed him clean. It was the biggest toad Veda had ever seen. Why, hello there, Mr. Toad. How did you come to be here? I've been sleeping deep down underground since last year. The rhythm of raindrops reminds me to rise up to the surface to frolic and feast upon flies. My friends will soon find us for the festivities. You're welcome to come along, if you please. Follow the flow of the fluvial plain. Follow the furrows filled with the rain. Follow me, friend, to the frolicking pool. Follow me, and I will share a drop of Toadstool. Veda's mouth hung agape as she took in this rhyme that seemed more like a riddle than directions in time. But she nodded a yes and followed the toad as they joined in the journey down the river's new road. One by one, other toads began to emerge. They all entered the current and started to merge. A jumping river of toads guided her on, hopping and singing as they followed along. The songs of the toads were croaky and rough. So many tones all at once, to listen was tough. With the beat of the raindrops, the music was all she could hear. but it helped her to keep her mind open and clear. They came to a basin, filling slowly but sure. The songs of the toads, rhythmic and pure. Are you ready, Veda, for a deep, deep dive? I promise you, you'll come back safe and alive. The toad touched a spot on the back of his skull and gathered a bead of nectar until his hand was quite full. A tool for you, dear Veda. Drink deep and be fed. Veda trusted the path to which she'd been led. She drank deep of the liquid, the toad's precious tool, and sank deep in the depths of the black of the pool. For a moment she thought that maybe she'd died. Was the toad to be trusted? Had he tricked her and lied? But no, she could breathe underwater and could see in the dark. Now the songs of the toad sounded sweet as a lark. They were singing the song that she was humming before, but she could hear it now, deep down in her core. Wake up and drink deep from the waters of life. Wake up and rise out of the depths of your strife. Trust and let go, surrender into the flow. Dive deep into darkness and let yourself go. Spend time in deep stillness and silence alone. Feel into the darkness deep down in you hone. The lessons we learn deep, deep down in the earth allow us to rise and to know our great worth. Now we come together and know our heart song. Now we come together and know we belong. Celebrate loves, we're alive and we're free. Oh, gather, my dears, and let yourself be. Veda saw thousands of toads singing and dancing as one. She melted into the rhythm, for it had begun. She was one with the song and one with the land. She was one with the droplet in the toad's outstretched hand. She was one with the earth and one with the river. As she let go completely, her body started to quiver. Joy rippled through as she became the water quenching all thirst. She exploded over and over in a brilliant, bright burst. Veda felt love, overflowing and pure. She was the infinite spring of life, it was sure. Never again would fear poison her heart. She had a reset and a fresh new start. The toad grinned wide as she frolicked fully and free, as she slipped into the pool of infinity. Veda, dear friend, now that you know how precious you are and how bright you do glow, we need your help in order to thrive. Hope the humans remember that for all to survive, we must join together as one family. It is time to come together in full unity. We are all one and all the same. Straight from the source, each of us came. It's time to choose love and to let down our walls. It's time to listen for our heart's deepest calls. Too long we're divided as us versus them, forgetting that each of us is a precious gem. It's time to remember who we really are, each being divine, as bright as a star. When you harm another, you are harming you. Harmony is what we need to get us all through. Harm of none means harm o' nigh. All of us will suffer till all of us are free. Choose love no matter what comes your way. Open your hearts and let love guide your day. Fear has led you down this path of pain, but fear can guide you back all the same. For fear is really love that's just gotten lost. The illusion we're separate has had such a steep cost. And yet it gives us a chance to remember again. It's time to wake up from this dream and begin. Let go of your stories and let go of your pain. Return to the light. Return and be sane. Stand out in the storm and get drenched in the rain. Feel yourself one with life. There's so much to gain. Forgive all the anger, the greed and despair. Let go and choose love and feel sweet repair. Remember, awaken, feel and choose love. Fill your heart with the light from way up above. We are all one across this great land. Humans, animals, plants, and even the sand. I will share your message wherever I can. I will share this message of love with man. A bolt of lightning startled Veda out of her trance. She sat in the mouth of the cave watching the dance. Between raindrops and rivers, thunder and toads,